of July 2015, we finished the script for our movie Bob, and we shot our film on the first half of August 2015. And then the post-production of our film was completed on October 2015, and we had uploaded the film on vimeo.com on 8th of November 2015. On May 2nd, 2016, this year, we organized a small sort of a film festival, screening program right here in Beers and Cheers. It was called Individuals, and we screened our film Bob here along with 7 or 8 other short films of our friends. And on May 12th, 2016, we uploaded the film on YouTube. That's when we first uploaded it on YouTube. And so this was the Bob part of the story. Now enters Kriti. So on June 22nd, the short film called Kriti showed up on YouTube. This was directed, written and edited by Shirish Kunder, and it starred actors like Manoj Bajpayee, Neha Sharma and Radhika Apte. On June 23rd, that's when we first saw the film. And so when we saw the film, we saw a lot of starting resemblances. The establishing shots were the same, and the characters were the same, and the dialogues, the progression, and the whole setting and the plot of the whole film was the same. Only the last 5 minutes or so of the film was different from Bob. So on June 24th, that's when I decided to write something about it, and I wrote a really elaborate status on Facebook explaining that we had worked really hard on the film, and we didn't even have a budget of 50,000 Nepali rupees, that's 32,000 Indian rupees, and that we had given our sweat and blood to the film, and we had barely got like 3,000 views on our video on YouTube. But for Kriti, it was the second or third day, but it had already crossed 1 million views. And so after I wrote the status, I got contacted by different media from, especially from India, and they were keen to write about it. And at this point, I had no idea who Shirish Kunder was. So after I saw an article about Shirish Kunder on one of the Indian media websites, that's when I found out that he is the husband of Farah Khan, who is a leading Bollywood personality. And so after the Facebook status, this thing really blew up. It got big, and people started tweeting about it. The hashtag Kriti Stole Bob got trending on Twitter and on Facebook as well. And so yeah, people started tweeting mean things about Mr. Kunder. Even at this point, I had no idea about his background, and later I found out that he had worked on films like Janiman, Smart Khan, and so following these events, on June 27th, I got a legal notice from the lawyer representing Mr. Kunder. And on the notice, they had claimed that I, in fact, stole the script of this film, which was written 2 years back, I think, and that I had to stop writing about this situation, and I had to refrain from writing. I had to put down Bob from the internet, YouTube, Vimeo, everywhere, and that I had to come up with a written apology saying sorry about me saying mean things about him. And ironically, on June 28th, YouTube blocked Kriti following my copyright claim, which I had claimed on June 24th itself. And it was good news for us, I guess. But then on the next day, Bob got blocked from YouTube as well. It was a copyright claim by someone from Indie Movies Private Limited, which apparently is the producers, who are the producers of the film Kriti, and the owners of the channel movies.com. And so later, even later the video was brought down from Vimeo as well. And so on July first, Mr. Kunder, Mr. Bajpayee, and one of, I think, his lawyer and producer, they organized a press conference. I'm sure you must have seen it. And on the press conference, they explicitly said really mean things about me. And they stated that I'm a crook, and then I'm a fraud, a badmas, that I'm doing this all as a publicity stunt, and that I had apparently backdated my video on Vimeo as well. So, to be honest, we had no intention of even having this press conference, because we are the kind of people who hear about press conferences on the news and we watch these things on television, on movies. So this is not the kind of thing that we actually participate in, but it's fun, I guess. Anyways, so on July 8th, we sent a legal notice to Mr. Kunder, Mr. Bajpayee, producers, and YouTube and Vimeo as well. On the legal notice, we have claimed that Bob, in fact, is our creation, and we had completed it way before them, and we had uploaded it on Vimeo, and that they had brought defamation to us, and especially me, by holding the press conference and saying mean things about me, and that we have asked for the copyright infringement account, I think, which means that whatever amount they have earned by making or selling the film Kriti belongs to me. And also we have mentioned an estimate of 25 lakhs Indian rupees as a charge for defamation. So these are the facts so far, and we are still waiting for response from Mr. Kunder and his team, and let's see where the thing goes. When I first received the legal notice by email, I was quite shocked and surprised. So then after that, I had to look for a lawyer, and then I had to find out all the processes, whatever had to be done. So it took us time because we didn't have the necessary resources. And again, like I said, we had to get in touch with the lawyer. And later I got in touch with the lawyer in India, and that's why it took us so long to file.
So in the beginning, you had no intention to take this matter legally.
So as I had mentioned in my Facebook status, I had not even registered my film for copyright. So I didn't know. I honestly had never even anticipated something like this would happen. So we were not prepared.
What do you think is the difference or the fine line that separates originality from copying or imitating?
I think the line that we're talking about, it's called inspiration, I guess. It's separated by inspiration. If you are inspired by something that someone else creates, and you feel like making something your own that resembles the source, at least give credit to them, right? At least tell them that, okay, we like your work, we want to make something like it, I hope you're okay with it. And if Mr. Kunder had done this since the beginning, I would be really glad, and I would be really excited about my film being remade into a Bollywood film with such big actors and with a lot of money. The funny thing is, Mr. Kunder and his team, so they are not saying that Bob and Kriti are different. They're saying that they're accepting the fact that these films are same, and that I was the one who copied from them and made a film using handycams in a few hours and uploaded it and backdated it. So for now, I think there's no argument that these two films are similar.
So the fact that if they had taken it sportingly and then ignored your allegations and thought of it as just two different films, then this matter wouldn't have rooted.
Exactly.
यो कन्फ्लिक्टको अन्त्य चाहिँ कसरी हुन्छ?
I'm hoping that Mr. Kunder and his team will admit that they were actually inspired from the film, and I think that would be the win for us. So that's all we want. We want them to admit that they had seen the film Bob and they felt like making a movie about it, and they just made a movie. Yes.
What do you expect from Nepali media houses?
What we're expecting from Nepali media is that please assess the situation. we want the media to go and watch the movie Kriti and then watch the movie Bob and decide for themselves if these movies are similar, because I have already mentioned the facts about the dates and the timeline. So we're not saying ki, okay, you guys are our media, you guys are from Nepal, you guys should support us. We're not saying that. We're just saying that please look for yourself. I mean, decide for yourself. And if you think this cause is worth supporting, please write about it, support us, and you know.
So what if you lose?
Uh,
How is it going to hamper you?
That is a really scary thought, but I believe in the legal system, and I believe that truth shall win, and I have enough evidences to back my part of the story, and I believe that is going to be enough to prove that my film was in fact made, finished, and uploaded before Kriti. So that should be enough.
When this controversy escalated, 2 weeks back, 1 week back, they organized a press conference and had made a very personal and direct allegations on you, your team. So, do you have something to say about it? Like, do you have some answers to it?
All we have to say is that was really mean, and so they were calling me a fraud, they were calling me Badmash, they were calling me a crook, but that is fine, okay, that is their take on me, but that does not give them a right to call me with marriage, not even a wedding photographer, marriage photographer with that
cheap handicap.
Yeah, with cheap handicap. That, I mean, by saying that, I think they have disgraced all of the independent and struggling artists, and especially that coming from Mr. Bajpayee, who I believe has come to this point and has crossed a struggling phase himself, right? So that was really demeaning, and I hope that all the marriage photographers will forgive them. So one thing I would like to add is that, so after I wrote the Facebook status and this thing really blew up, so at some point I realized that this fight that I'm fighting is not just my fight, and this fight is for all the independent artists, and not just filmmakers, all the independent artists all over the world who work really hard to collect the money, to collect the team, and to who give their sleepless nights, sweat and blood to create something. And like us, it was our dream project to make a short film, and we had worked really hard. And then to find something like find someone with a lot of money and resources, just picking it off and calling it theirs, and just getting away with it. That's just not fair. So what we're saying is that this we are fighting this fight for everyone, so that in the future, whenever someone watches a short film, someone sees a photograph taken by a poor, garib photographer or a filmmaker, whether it's made by a phone, a handycam, or a red camera, or whatever it is, I want them to think twice before they think about copying it and making their own. At least contact the original creators, man. That's all we want. We just want to be credited for the hard work that we put into it. So I guess that brings us towards the conclusion of this press meet. So as a conclusion, what I would like to say is I'm hoping and I'm praying that the universe will support the truth here, and that the legal system will not fail us, and the legal system will not fail the truth, and that if this goes by the book, there is no, we will present our evidences, and I hope Mr. Kunder and his team will present their side of evidences, and we'll see where this leads. But I am hopeful. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.